Γεια σας, παιδιά. This is what I grew up with.
Kevin Garnett and the Minnesota Timberwolves to 49 later. Outside, Kevin Martin, this round throwdown, and then Zach LaVine off and on. Denver still up by a dozen points and still adding to that total. Danilo Gallinari.
Timberwolves games. They're good now, but back then, you could literally buy 4 cans from the grocery store to get 2 free tickets. That's how hard it was to get people to fill the seats. Fast forward to now, and somehow I ended up here. This isn't the NBA. This is war. Let me take you guys through the craziest rivalry I've ever seen. Hey guys, if you're new here, hey, I'm Jayla. I'm an American pro volleyball player who's been living in Greece the past 3 years. Wait, before you guys come for me, I know.
Here I come.
This isn't Greece. I'm not in Greece currently. I'm in the States visiting my family for the summer, but there are so many things to talk about when it comes to Greece. But today, we're gonna talk about Greek basketball. Okay, so here's what I've learned. I know there are a lot of teams that you can support in Greece, but when it comes to the biggest rivalry that's in Greece, there are 2 teams that come to mind. You're either green or red. Panathinaikos or Olympiacos. Sorry to the other teams, but AEK, PAOK, Aris, you'll get your moment, but now I'm talking about the biggest rivalry in Greece. Listen, I'm gonna try and remain as neutral as possible in this because I already know this video is gonna be a touchy subject for a lot of people. Something else I should mention, I am not a soccer fan, so I'm sorry. I know soccer is so much bigger, but as you know, in USA, we don't really watch soccer that much. So today I'm just gonna talk about basketball and the rivalry between the 2 teams. Perimene. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you've given to my channel. As a way to say thank you, one person will be getting this basketball. I'll be giving this water bottle, which is one of my favorites, away. Apparently, drinking tap water is universal in Greece and everybody drinks from the tap. So in that case, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, one lucky person will be getting the water bottle and someone else will get this basketball. All you have to do is be subscribed, comment down below. To get an extra entry, post my video on Instagram and tag me. So subscribe if you haven't already so you guys don't miss out on the next video. In Greece, you can't just say, I like basketball. People are born into this stuff. I've seen babies with team jerseys. You pick a side from birth and you stay on that side for life.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
This rivalry that I'm talking about has been going on for decades. And it's not just about the game. I found myself surrounded by some of the most passionate fans I've ever seen. My fiance is a diehard Panathinaikos fan, so naturally I ended up at a few of their games in Oaxaca. I've never been to Chef because it's forbidden for someone of the opposite team to go into that stadium, so I can only tell you from YouTube videos. But I have personally seen Olympiacos and Panathinaikos play at Oaxaca. So I can tell you from the Oaxaca experience side of things, there's so much history and pride behind each of these teams. Panathinaikos was founded in 1908 and they have 7 EuroLeague titles. Olympiacos was founded in 1925 and they have 3 EuroLeague titles. Both of them have won a ton of Greek cups and other trophies that I'm not mentioning. Both teams, though, have a lot of players that came from the NBA to Greece. Some of these players you might already know, like Kendrick Nunn, Juancho Hernan Gomez. On the other side, they have Evan Fournier and Sasha Vesenkov. Unpopular opinion, the NBA is more of like a show, whereas the EuroLeague is a lot more competitive and it's more fun to watch. Don't come for me, just my opinion. The level of play is a lot higher. They're trying harder. It's a lot more physical. Energy from the crowd is what changes the game. Most of the time, you know, in the NBA, people are eating their popcorn, eating their burgers, have their drink, whatever. And when someone scores, you do a little golf clap. That's what we call them, little golf claps. Maybe if it's like overtime, you'll stand up and cheer and you might get some excitement. But for the most part in the NBA, It's pretty mellow, at least where I grew up in Minnesota. The first game that I saw, it was Olympiacos versus Panathinaikos in Oaxaca. This was like a huge shock to me coming to Oaxaca. I didn't really know what I was walking into, but from the second I stepped into that arena, it was like a whole different world. There was smoke everywhere, there were flares, police officers, shields, helmets. I've never seen a basketball game like this. Even the fact that they had netting so that when people would throw things at the stadium, it wouldn't hit the teams. First time seeing a Greek basketball game, and this was my experience. I've never seen someone so butthurt over losing a game before, but it is serious. They take it very seriously. All of a sudden, the fans, the fanatics from the other side, they started breaking chairs, throwing the chairs into the stadium, taking the fire hose, spraying water on the court, throwing water bottles, throwing flares. The police officers came out with their helmets, their shields. Olympiacos obviously went back to their locker room. I think that was a crazy, not typical experience.
Γίνεται γιατί σίγουρα σήμερα υπήρχε μια ομάδα. Στο γήπεδο ο Ολυμπιακός ξέρει να χάνει. Και ο Παναθηναϊκός ήταν η καλύτερη ομάδα. Και αυτό που γίνεται νομίζω είναι ότι χειρότερο που υπάρχει.
It's because ever since that game, I don't think I've ever seen something like that, but that was a crazy first game and first experience for me to go to. Okay, now let's get into the obvious, and let's talk about the actual rivalry. Panathinaikos, Olympiacos. These two teams absolutely hate each other. I'm just going to be honest. If no one else was going to say it, I'm going to say it.
So if it meant Olympiacos winning the EuroLeague this season, would you accept Panathinaikos winning the next two?
No, no way, no way.
No way.
No.
No?
Εγώ προτιμώ να κερδίσει ο Ολυμπιακός στην Ευρωλίγκα και να μην ξαναπάρει κανένα ευρωπαϊκό Παναθηναϊκός.
This past year, I thought it was finally the year where we'd have the biggest rivalry go against each other head to head. So both teams got into the Final Four at Abu Dhabi. However, both teams lost. So it was super disappointing. Congrats to Fener for winning, but I think it was very disappointing for both sides. They did have the Greek championship, so they did end up playing again, and Olympiacos did win. Something else I want to mention, I think that in Greece, I know you guys don't want to admit it, but you guys have an unspoken bond between teams. So, for example, like last EuroLeague, when Panathinaikos did win the EuroLeague, I think everybody in Greece was super proud. No matter what team they support, everyone was really happy to see a Greek team winning the EuroLeague title, whether it was Olympiacos or Panathinaikos. Λοιπόν, at the end of the day, the rivalry makes each of them a lot stronger in the end. Both of these teams, they fuel each other, whether they like it or not. And without the other one wouldn't thrive. I still love my Timberwolves, but Greece has given me a new appreciation for what it's like to be a true fan. So if you guys ever get a chance to see a Greek basketball game, whether that's on YouTube or you get the chance to go to Greece and see it in person, especially if it's Olympiacos versus Panathinaikos, do it. Go experience it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments what team you support, whether that's in Greece or the NBA. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the giveaway. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ta leme. Bye. I forgot to mention, we always end up on camera at these games, so maybe you've seen us. Δεν μπορείς να δεις, αλλά είναι εδώ, στο FaceTime και βοηθάς με όλα. Έτσι.
Ναι, έτσι.
Ναι, έτσι. This is how I learned Greek. Πανάθα μου, σε αγαπώ.
Σαν ηρωίνη.
Σαν σκληρό ναρκωτικό. Τι είναι αυτό, το λέξη? Σάσο εσύ. Σαν το χασίς. Σαν το χασίς. Το LSD. Για σένα πάω να φωνάζω όλη.
Όχι, μαστουρώνει.
Μαστουρώνει όλη.
Όλη
γη. Σου αρέσει όταν μιλάω ελληνικά? Τι άλλο να πω? Αυτό έτσι? Νομίζω δεν έχω άλλο. Δεν θα πας πουθενά.